Hey, this is Chuck, and you are listening to Fans with Bands, the podcast where we talk to the fans and the bands they dig about life, music, and whatever the hell else we want to talk about. Today on Fans with Bands, we're talking to Black Temple. Check it out. There we go. Hey, this is Chuck with Fans with Bands, and I'm talking to Erik from Black Temple. Erik, how you doing, man?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. So, we met in person in line at the Maryland Deathfest.
Yeah, we did. Small world right there.
I know. It was crazy. You knew Jim. I think I was wearing Centenary shirt. So
Yeah.
that was really cool. And so then you told me about Black Temple, and I was checking it out after. I don't know if I checked it out that weekend or once I got back home, but I was listening to the demo. I think it's Draped in Decay that you guys got out on Bandcamp, and then there was an EP.
Ritually purified.
Yeah, Ritually Purified for Satan, which that tune kicked ass.
Keeping it real.
Yeah, I thought it was an awesome song, and cool name for the album. So yeah, I checked that out, and it was like just heavy, brutal stuff, and I was like, all right, I gotta talk to these dudes. So thanks a lot for coming on Fans with Bands.
Yeah, man, for sure. Thanks.
Yeah. So I always like to go back to the origin of bands and get their story about like how did you guys get together? What was the formation of Black Temple?
Oh man. So, back in October of there's a long story leading up to it.
All right.
I left Grand Rapids and then moved out to Holland. And I left with my drum kit and my record collection, and that was about it. Rebuild, so to speak.
All right.
So I bring my drum kit out there. I'm in an apartment. I can't play the fucking thing. So it's just sitting in the corner.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I don't know what to do with this thing. And I was just, whatever, dude, life happens. And
right.
I end up putting the kit up for sale. And then Haran, Battlecross, he ended up buying it from me.
Oh, no shit.
I think he still has it. I think he still has it. Maybe not, I don't know. But I've seen some pictures, and I think he still has it.
Nice.
So anyways, I was kind of sitting around. I was just doing my job thing and whatever, just living. And about a year went by, and I got the itch again. I was like, man, what the hell am I gonna do? And Ray's like, dude, why don't you buy a guitar to practice on? I was like, well, it's not a bad idea. And I've like played around on guitar. I wouldn't say I was any good at it then.
Yeah.
So I went on ESP's website and I was digging around. I was like, man, I always wanted a 7-string. So I bought a V407B. So it's a 7-string baritone.
Yeah.
And at the time, ESP said it was the biggest guitar ever made. And they had a Behemoth model too, but I didn't want the Behemoth model because I don't know, signature guitars are cool, man. But I don't.
Yeah.
I didn't want a big Behemoth emblem on my guitar, so I bought the model that wasn't Nurgle's. And I referred to as my mail order bride. And the guitar, like it didn't take. It only took like maybe a week and a half for that guitar to show up.
Nice.
But I went and got a little PV Viper practice amp.
Yeah.
And as soon as that guitar showed up, man, I just started riffing out and learning. I figured, well, I might as well learn some scales. I learned some minor scales.
Yep.
The fuck was it? The minor scale, a pentatonic scale or some shit.
Yep.
And I just started taking those notes and just started playing, dude, hours every day. Just playing. And I started getting decent, man. So I've written music for years.
Right.
But I always found myself in bands where I was always playing their shit because I was the drummer.
Right.
And if I wrote riffs, it's just kind of like, oh, whatever, just the drummer. Yeah, fuck you too, guys. So I wanted to start something that was kind of, it was mine. And the temple was going to be just a studio project for me to just let my creativity out.
Yeah.
And I started writing songs, and they start piling up. And long story short, I moved back to Grand Rapids, and my wife was like, you need to, she was super supportive. So
that's cool.
He's like, you need to like get drums and you need to get back into this. And so I ended up buying another kit, and then I mean the downward spiral happened, where it was just more equipment,
More
more,
shit. Yeah.
more. And I ended up building a studio in my house, and
Holy shit.
and I was well before I had the studio, I wanted to record some of the stuff. So I've been going out to see Sean out at his shop out there in Lansing, and I was like, "What's up, dude?" Because I knew he had a studio. I was like, "You
Yeah.
want to record some temple shit?" He's like, "Fuck yeah," you know. And so met up with him. I came out there, and all I had were the songs on guitar
Okay.
and a few vocal patterns written.
Right.
So went over to his place, and we knocked out this demo essentially over a weekend, where I put all the drums on the spot, wrote the bass lines on the spot, wrote most of the vocals on the spot, and that was originally Purified for Satan.
Really?
Yeah, we knocked that thing out so quick. And Sean actually plays a lead guitar on one of the songs on the Planetary Deathscape.
Oh, wow. Really
He's
cool.
playing lead on there.
Very nice.
And yeah, dude, I was pumped over that one. That really got my blood flowing. I couldn't wait to like do more. So I came back home, and then I like built up my studio, and I just started recording. And I ended up I put the Instagram page on, and then my friend Joe, he owns Lone Wolf Audio. It's called Void Manufacturing now. But I was on one of his Twitch streams. He's like, "Come hang out, dude. Come hang out." And I was like, "All right, you know, whatever." So go hang out there, and that's where I made contact with Johnny, who's the other guitar player, and he actually lived in Holland, and we both collected.
Oh, really?
We collected all Joe's pedals, and the things are badass, dude. So John hits me up one day. He's like, "Yo, man, you know anyone that's looking to jam?" And I was like, "I am, dude. What the fuck?" So I invited him over, and that was December. Fuck, when the hell was that? 20 was it 2020?
Oh, wow. So
I don't know. It was during COVID where we
Yeah.
weren't supposed to be hanging out with people. I was like, "Fuck it, dude, come over."
right. Well, it was getting toward the tail end at that point, you know, it was like, well, when it was getting safer and shit, but
Yeah,
whatever.
but it was
Right.
like still everyone's just weird. Like, don't
Yeah,
be
yeah.
around people. I'm like, man, fuck, dude, I'm a social being, man. I can't
Right.
be locked up and shit.
Right.
And I get it. I understand it. You know,
Yep.
I
Yeah.
tried to behave myself. So Johnny came over, and we started writing. We ended up writing. We wrote Temple of Bodies together. So that's on the Drake demo. We wrote that together on the first day we hung out.
Oh, cool.
So I mean, we just had like an instant like kind of connection. Like, and yeah, we're buds, man.
That's cool. Awesome.
We started just writing, and then me and Ray were trying to get together again, because me and Ray had played bands for years and years together. And he came over, and he's like, "Let's play Pass the Buck." Pass the Buck is essentially like you're writing a song. Like, here's, I do a riff, you pass, they do riff, just kind of pass back and forth and write a song. As soon as I started riffing out, he's like, "Holy fuck, dude. Like, you learned how to play." It's like, "Yeah, bitch, and I learned my shit."
That's awesome.
So we end up writing The Purest Hatred together. But so it's got that kind of like D beat kind of fucking punk thing going with it. And we wrote that together that day. And from then on out, the guys just started learning the songs, and then we threw that demo together. I'm happy with it for what it is.
Yeah.
I just felt like I just quickly turned around and started writing more shit, because I wanted something that just sounded really thick and powerful.
Yeah.
And you know, that's where Blood and Moonlight, we recorded that in my studio, and that one, it sounded fucking killer. So that's the plan. We've just been practicing and working on the live set.
Excellent.
Without a drummer, so that's probably going to be interesting for people on the 22nd.
Yeah. Well, you know, I've known a couple of bands that had that didn't have actual like living drummers. They had a pattern, drug drug patterns, drum patterns, programmed, and they would just play to them, you know.
Yeah, I was talking to Sean. He was like, "Hey, when Wastelander started playing, like they played to a drum machine, and then midnight,
yeah,
and then when dude started out, he was playing to a machine. That's what Sean told me. I didn't know that, but then
yeah,
it's like the Project Hate. I mean, there's a lot of bands that do it. Just I don't think locally in the state. I don't know if there's any bands. I saw a video of some progressive band doing it. I don't know who it was. I think they're playing at Turnstiles, but I mean, other than that, dude, I think.
So do you guys think I mean, do you think you'll get a drummer, or is it just because expediency? It's like, fuck, we want to play some songs, we want to play live, and there's no drummer, so this is what we're doing.
Chuck, I gotta be honest with you, man. I can be kind of hard to work with.
Well, especially being a drummer yourself, you would be super critical of anybody else coming in to play that.
Yeah, stuff. I mean, I've tried out a few, and one of them was just, I can't do it.
Yeah.
We tried, and it's just, I can't do it. And then, another guy was, he gave it a shot, and I'm willing to work with you, try to teach you and get you where I want you. But I mean, at the same time, I'm like, I want to go. I have a very dominant personality when it comes to music and how I want it to sound and the image of the band and all that stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm totally okay with playing to the track. So I've basically taken my drum lines and I programmed all my drum lines.
Yeah.
With the Get Good Drums Invasion kit. Just programmed it on. I'm not gonna lie, dude, it actually sounds really good through the PA. So
nice.
when we're practicing, I mean, not only do I have the drums there, but I'm able to add all kinds of really cool effects. So I got all kinds of ambience going on with certain there's really dark parts of songs where I got bells going and just it's fucking sweet, dude.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Really cool intros and outros. And, yeah. So I'm fucking pumped, dude. I think people are gonna dig it.
That's cool. So how do you think that the new album that you guys are working on, the Aura Fire, is going to compare to the earlier material?
Oh, dude, it's night and day.
Yeah. In what way? What for you do you feel is how has it transcended the other work?
Production value for one.
Okay.
I think I've really upped my game when it comes to the production part of everything, and then the mixing and mastering. I haven't dabbled in mastering yet. I did some mastering with the actual drum, the drum samples or whatever. I think it turned out really good. Now, when it comes to mastering the record, I think I can do it. I mean, it's just really, essentially just some compression and some limiting. Really, if your mixes are good, and I think, just the rough mix of recording is good, and then when I actually get it into a mixing window and throwing some compression and whatnot on there. I mean,
so do you think you'll do it yourself, or are you going to try to get somebody else?
Oh, I'm do it yourself, man.
Cool.
My buddy Alex down at Arbor Eden Studio, he turned that Draped in Decay demo. Dude, it was pretty bad. Tracking was just a mess. I mean, it has I think it has a cool early 90s
I was gonna say it definitely has it's retro. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. And he worked some miracles on some of them tracks, dude. So mad respect to that dude.
Awesome.
This one though, it's thick, it's big, it's what I wanted Draped in Decay to sound like.
Right. And
we actually re-recorded a couple of those songs for this album, and they just sound massive.
Nice.
We redid Draped in Decay on this record, and we did Theocracide, and then along with Theocracide I wrote part 2, so those songs are back to back.
Nice.
On the record, and we're going to play them back to back live too.
Very cool.
Excited for that. And then Blood and Moonlight from the Ritual demo, re-recorded that obviously, and then Altar of Rotting Flesh from the demo, I re-recorded that too, and actually pretty much rewrote the song. So on the demo, it's pretty one dimensional with the riff, and it was kind of that song was kind of inspired by like Corrosion of Conformity songs where they got like a two riffer, man, congratulations song or something, and I wanted something just super basic like that.
Yeah.
But after listening to it again, and I was like, man, I really want to rework this song. So yeah, I just added a whole nother section to it that gave it a huge, just gave it a big atmosphere.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm probably gonna release that one next before the show and get it online because it's fucking cool, man. I've let a couple buddies listen to it, and they're just like, "Holy fuck, dude, that's sick as
fuck!" Awesome.
That makes me feel good, man. So
hell yeah.
Maybe this will be the one that we throw out next.
Yeah, that'll be cool. That'll be awesome.
So like I said, man, I'm really excited for this record to be done because I think it's gonna sound massive, and I think people are gonna be surprised by it, to be honest with you. And like the lyrics, the vocals are different too. Like I got away from a lot of the really guttural shit.
Okay.
And I'm big inspired by like the late 80s, early 90s, man. Like those vocals like David Vincent on like Altars of Madness.
Yeah.
And Millie from Creator and shit.
Yeah, fucking love like, Millie's vocals.
So like I hit that mid-range kind of raspy shit, and like it works pretty good, man. And it feels more natural for me to do that than trying to like do like the low growls and shit. And I mean, I do some of that on the record, but I mean, for the most part, it's like it's just a mid.
Cool.
The mid stuff.
I do like those kind of vocals where you get that kind of gravelly, like aggressive attack. You know, like you said with Millie. You know, he's got really clear enunciation, which is cool. So you can kind of make out what he's saying, because sometimes you get. I mean, I dig guttural vocals, but sometimes they're just so guttural that you're like, "What the fuck did he just say?"
Yeah, that's the other thing with the record too is like, you can understand what I'm saying, and that might be troubling for some people because I don't hold nothing back, man.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You shouldn't, man. It's fucking metal.
Hold nothing back, dude.
That's right. That's the way to do it. Awesome. So, as far as like songwriting for the for Black Temple, is it primarily you coming up with ideas? I mean, I know you wrote all the stuff previously, but now that you've got Ray and Johnny in the mix, are you guys doing that kind of collaborative thing where you said like I can't remember the term you used for it, but basically like throw a riff, somebody adds a riff, or is it more full formed ideas and bring it to the rest of the guys and say, hey, what do you think, and tweak it?
I pretty much write everything in the basement here in my layer.
Yeah.
And then I present it to the guys, and like if I'm having like sometimes I'll like have a spot where I'm like, I don't know what to do right here, and Johnny will just like like pulling a rabbit out of his hat. I'm like, that'll fucking work.
Awesome.
So like Johnny, like he helps me tie the ideas together.
That's cool.
Like there's a song Eradication Ritual that's going to be on the record, and I was struggling with that one, and Johnny just throws this riff out there, and I was like, and it's the riff that ties everything else together.
Nice.
It's fucking, he pulls his shit out of nowhere. It's great. I love it.
It's good to have somebody like that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, primarily, I mean, like, you know, like as far as like the music ideas, the lyrics, everything, it's, you know, I write most of it, I guess.
Cool. And do you guys have a target date for when you're hoping to get the new album out?
Well, hopefully by the end of the year, I think.
Awesome.
There's still 2 songs I got to do vocals for, and having some writer's block with these ones because I can't translate what's in my head onto paper.
Yeah.
And a lot of the lyrics I write, I mean, they're fucking horror stories, man, and they're dark, they're fucking nasty and evil as fuck. Because like,
that's awesome.
I want that back in the Michigan scene, dude. Like, I love the mold bands like Masochist, Winds of the Black Mountains, and I don't feel like there's been anybody like that since.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean,
Summon.
Yeah, you know, and where my head's at, and like me personally and spiritually, dude, like I just want to like come out swinging and
awesome.
Well, that's where we left off in 1997.
Right. Well, that kind of dovetails into the next question because, in metal particularly, like a lot of people get focused on genres, right? You're a thrash band, you're a death metal band, you're a black metal band, you're avant-garde black metal band, whatever. Um, what do you think of Black Temple? So, do you think of Black Temple fitting into a particular genre like black metal or death metal, or do you just not care about what people call it? You just like it's fucking metal. It's heavy and extreme, and it's just that's what it is.
I don't fucking give a shit. Like, I just, I'm inspired. I love so much. Like, metal's my shit, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm inspired by so many bands. Like, I could have a song that's like 90% D beat, and then the next song is gonna sound like this mayhem suffocation hybrid. Like, what the fuck? Like, just raw ass black metal riff into the fucking some suffocation dying fetus.
Right.
You know, it just it my the music goes all over the place.
That's cool.
Especially for like Aura Fire, dude. It's gonna be, yeah, it's all over the place. Like, every
Excellent.
song has its own identity, and that's kind of that's what I want. I don't want to like throw in a record and it's like, oh, this song again, oh, this song again, where it's all
Yeah,
dimensional. I can't even listen to that shit, man.
I know. Well,
Like,
yeah.
I'll throw on a Fetus record. I can listen to like two songs before I'm like, all right, put something else on, because it's just
Right.
it's like,
Right.
man, love the band, don't get me wrong, but I mean,
Yeah, for
I
sure.
want I want I want to put a record on. I want to be able to listen to the whole thing all the way through,
Yeah.
because every song's a surprise, and it's like takes you on a little journey, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do with
That's
the couple
awesome.
new records. So
Yeah. That's
yeah,
what I love about, really great albums. Like, I just reviewed the new Bloodbath. That's got a lot of different, changes, different types of riffs. Not everything's the same, I thought that was good. And the last Carcass album was sort of that way too. Just different shit, and, you know, um, some of it, if you're a grind fan, and you're looking back to the days of old Carcass, new Carcass, you're like, well, what the fuck is this? But I don't know. I kind of dig it. I like it when there's, um, I guess, a little bit of experimentation, but also, just changes, like you mentioned, between songs where it's not just one serious, continuous grind through the whole fucking thing.
I think musicians appreciate that more than non-musicians.
It's probably true. It is.
Like, I will celebrate everything Carcass has ever done.
Yeah.
Like, I will listen to Burnt to a Crisp, and then I will listen to No Love Lost and love them both the same.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Yeah, Carcass in my book can do no wrong.
Oh, me either. I was so excited when Surgical Steel was released, man.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
Like,
I
I
was.
got that, like, I mean, I pre-ordered that shit, and then the Captive Bolt Pistol 7-inch, like, I ordered that right when I saw it available.
Yeah.
Fuck, that was already 9 years ago, man.
I
You
know.
know?
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's 2013, so yeah, 9 years ago.
Yeah. So, speaking of records and things, what got you? Well, kind of a classic question is, what was the very first album you ever bought, or CD, or tape, or cassette?
The very first one, you say?
Yeah, very first.
Oh man, we got to go back, dude. Def Leppard, Hysteria.
All right.
Dude, I was like 7 years old.
Awesome. Fuck yeah.
I came up like music. I came up with music, dude. Like, it's
That's
been my
cool.
life.
That's
So,
cool.
like, remember seeing, what the fuck was it? Pour Some Sugar on Me. I was like, fuck yeah. I'm like, I want to do that. I want to be that guy. Torn up jeans and shit. I was like, I want to be that guy. Joe Elliott was cool.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So, like,
Well,
yeah.
actually, those first two Def Leppard albums, I mean, Hysteria is where I fell off the train with those guys, but, On Through the Night
Oh
and
yeah, On Through the
Dry.
Night, High and Dry, Pyromania, dude. They're fucking
Fuck.
classics.
Yeah. Holy crap.
Classics.
Yeah.
Anyone that doesn't think so can get fucked.
So what was the first, like, the band that got you into, like, metal and, like, really extreme metal?
Oh, just like probably most people back back in the day, Injustice for All and Master of Puppets, Metallica, dude. Like,
Nice.
as soon I saw the one video,
Yeah.
and I was fourth or fifth grade maybe, and I was like, holy shit. So here I am, elementary school, fifth grade, wearing my "And Justice for All" t-shirt in school, because I was a sneaky little fucker, dude. Like, I'd be like, Mom, I want to go to media, or what the fuck was that store called? I don't know. It's at North Kent Mall, man. Like, you play a Tape World or some shit where they had like all the shirts and everything.
Yeah.
Or like, it's like, you can get this one. It was a Def Leppard shirt with like all the guys on the front. I'm like, I want that one. So I like grabbed "And Justice for All" and I kind of rolled it up, threw it on the counter. My mom didn't even look, paid for it. And I was like, fuck yeah. So I had that. I remember wearing that to school, and then we had to go to the Bozo show, man. I wore the "And Justice for All" show, the Bozo show.
Oh my God.
Started doing them, like, I don't know, just from Metallica, this went into like Nuclear Assault and Megadeth and Creator, and
yeah,
my God, dude, just all Sepultura, and it just Morbid Angel, then Deicide. Oh fuck yeah, then it was all.
Yeah, I was curious what got you into like death metal, because that's different for everybody. You know, I was a late bloomer in that.
Sepultura Rise, man.
That fucking album kicked ass. I mean, it still kicks ass. It's fucking, I love that. It's so fucking good. But I remember when I was back in the band, like death metal was like, as far as metal, that you were either playing hair metal or you were playing death metal. Death metal was coming up like in the early 90s. And I was like, what the fuck is this? You know, because I was really not necessarily into Cannibal Corpse. I thought Morbid Angel was cool, and I thought, you know, I'd gotten obviously Slayer and shit, but some of the others like Cannibal Corpse, I was like, I don't get it. I can appreciate it now, but at the time I didn't. And then a buddy of mine gave me two albums, Carcass, the one with No Love Lost on it. I can't think of the name of it. Artwork, yeah. And then At the Gates, the one with the red hand, which I always forget the name of that album too. Fuck.
Was it the Sky Is Red one?
It's not The Sky's Red. It's the one right before, you know, Slaughter of the Soul.
The Gardens, or what the fuck is it? Gardens of Grief.
Gardens of Grief. We're getting close. It's shit. It has The Swarm on it, The Beautiful Wound. But anyway, that album was like pivotal as far as getting me into like heavy shit, like, you know. And then I got into the whole Gothenburg thing and Dissection and all that shit. So
oh yeah, like me too. Like it was Sepultura, The Arise, and then I discovered a little store called Radio Kilroy. And then Tape World also. So I remember going to Tape World, and they're like, I got a Rise in the long board, like the CD and shit.
Yeah.
But I still was like really into tapes. So I was digging through, and this is where I found Deicide, Legion.
Oh yeah.
I pull that tape out and I look at the song titles, and I was like, holy shit. Purchased immediately.
Yeah.
Then I got Entombed Crawl.
Oh yeah, that's a great album.
That was the first Swedish album I ever heard.
Yeah.
And then Dismember came along, and then it's just, I started getting all the magazines and reading. I was just, what's that? Grave. I mean, I just went all in on that shit. And
that's awesome.
The black metal came like later, probably like later, you know, junior, senior year in high school. I started like getting into Mayhem and Dissection and all those bands, and I remember seeing the magazines with all the church burnings, blah 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 blah.
Oh yeah.
I was just kind of like, fuck, man.
I didn't even know what black metal was, and I'd seen Masochist, and Summon, and Lucifer's Hammer, and I had no idea. You know, I just saw these dudes have, you know, Corpse Paint on. It's like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was just, yeah. I just started collecting, man, and
nice.
Playing.
And you're still doing that yourself, like as far as like record collection. You're still like avidly into.
Oh,
I find
dude,
that
I'm a junkie, dude. Like, I mean, I love being in a band. I love writing music. I love doing all that stuff. But dude, I'm a fan at the same time, man.
Yeah.
I'll fanboy out over shit. It's no secret how much I love Hypocrisy, dude. So like, everybody knows I fanboy the fuck out over that band. But like, I'm just been my life, dude.
Yeah.
I look up to these people. I idolize them.
That's awesome.
To be able to do the same thing and have the talent to do it, it's sweet. So
hell yeah. And then get that music out, your music out there for other people to enjoy and check out.
And it's awesome. I've been waiting to do like this project for, my whole life, dude. I've been wanting to write and record and let me unleash my shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been pent up for too long. It's time.
It's time.
I'm going to fuck some people up in the process, I'm sure. But I'm prepared for that.
That's awesome. So if you could take Black Temple out on the road with anybody, who would you want to be? Well, two things. Where would you like to play? This is kind of like the ideal concert situation. You're playing somewhere. Where would you like to play, and who would you like to be on the stage with?
I think for me, like the biggest stage I could ever play on is probably Maryland Deathfest.
Nice.
That'd be fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Because usually when MDF comes, I'm a fan of like probably 90% of the bands that are playing the fucking thing. So, I mean, that would just be fucking sweet.
Awesome.
That would be sweet. I would love to just do that.
Excellent.
And it's like a dream tour or something. Dude, Hypocrisy, of course. I mean, that's a given.
It's a given. So was there anybody in particular that, because you said you started as a drummer and then got into guitar playing, and I'm curious, are there particular people, either like famous or not famous, that got you into wanting to play music?
Oh, like I said, just growing up, like my mom was a musician. So growing up, there was a lot of blues musicians in the house.
Oh,
my
cool.
mom used to live in New Orleans.
Really?
She would play blues and jazz on Bourbon Street.
Wow.
And
wow.
Yep, that's where little Buddy Stroud got conceived down there.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. Mom and Dad were partying. Next thing you know, little Buddy Stroud is on the way.
Excellent.
So, I mean, I grew up with that, and I started playing blues and jazz, but I was like huge into punk too at the time.
Uh-huh.
And so I was doing the blues and jazz thing, playing with my mom's old buddies, and then I was playing punk on the side with all the old Grand Rapids punks.
Nice.
And just went to grindcore after that, playing stuff that was just heavily influenced by like early Napalm Death, like Peel Sessions shit.
Yep.
And Scum, the Anal Cunt.
Anal Cunt. I remember seeing those dudes.
doing shit like that, you got a 1 second song. And,
right. Done.
Yeah, dude.
That's awesome. Fantastic. So did you you mentioned that you'd kind of knew a little bit of guitar, and I'm just kind of amazed because the guitar playing on those albums, the stuff you guys are doing is it's fast. There's lots of changes and shit. It's not necessarily easy shit to play. So I was curious, like you said, you started off with kind of learning yourself. Did you take lessons or anything, or you just kept jamming for hours and hours and hours?
I just kept playing for hours and hours and hours.
Awesome.
Just tighten it up. And like the one thing I was really worried about doing was vocals at the same time.
Yeah.
But some of them riffs are fucking hard, man. Like Eradication Ritual, dude, that song's a fucking pain in the ass to play, dude. Absolute pain in the ass. And the fucking rehearsal the other day, we were ripping through that thing, dude. Was it tight? Could be better, I suppose.
Right.
But I mean, dude, I was hitting the vocals on it, and I was actually really surprised that I was pulling that shit off.
Nice.
But I mean,
so you think that was probably the hardest learning curve for you? Is
it's just
the vocals in time with the music?
Yeah, it's just essentially just finding that spot where to go, just syncing it up right. So I mean, as a drummer, you're multiple appendages flying everywhere. I was like, how fucking difficult could it be? Like, I'm just moving hand around and yelling into microphone. So I mean, but I practice like daily.
Nice.
Every day I'm like, PA's on, music's going, and I do it by myself. Cool. I just sit down here and I play to the shit, and I yell into a microphone, rip my fucking throat apart, go to work, hey buddy. It's like, it's got to be a daily thing for me. Like if I take a few days off from doing it, I'll get back on, and it's like, what the fuck was I doing?
Oh yeah.
I got to have that daily, just beat that muscle memory in there.
Yeah.
And then I try to write the vocals kind of like on a downbeat. It's a lot easier to do the vocals on the downbeat for me.
Right.
I try to write the vocals like that, but then there's some spots where, like a purest hatred, it's 100 miles an hour.
Right.
Well, we're just going for broke here, man. Fuck it, who cares?
So kind of going back into like the primordial days, what was your first concert that you went to?
Oh man, first concert. Naked Aggression was the first concert I ever went to. It's an old punk band.
Oh, okay, cool. In Grand Rapids?
Yeah, Grand Rapids. What the fuck is it called? A place called the Enclave.
Oh, is it still around? I don't.
It might be where Skeletones is now.
Oh, okay.
Like, it was, Division at the time was kind of a fucking shithole. So you had these venues that were in the basements of these fucking places. It was a bring your own beer thing, and I'm not even sure it was exactly legal to be having these shows. But the punks, get, did it anyways, man. The first real concert I ever went to, though, like actual like professional venue fucking shit.
Yeah.
Ozfest 97.
Oh wow. All right.
Down in Chicago at the World Amphitheater.
Cool.
Where Sabbath was back with Ozzy, and first time they
I think I saw
united.
that tour. I can't remember. I saw a few Ozfest and I can't remember now.
Yeah, Pantera was on it. Fear Factory was on it. Oh my god. Who else the fuck on that shit?
Yeah, I don't think I saw that one because it was later. I'd have to look.
Yeah, I'm just glad we survived that fucking thing, because dude, we started partying the night before. And we didn't stop until, oh my god, like we partied that whole next day at the concert, and we took the KLQ party bus back. We got back like 4 a.m, and a buddy came and picked us up and was like, "You guys fucking smell awful." So he drove us home. We had to have the windows down. Like, he wanted us hanging out the window and shit.
He's like, "You dirty bastards."
Oh my god! I don't think. It was kind of like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, man. Where it's like, oh, what's this gonna do? Well, this will offset that, and do this.
Awesome.
Oh, god, man, that was just nuts. Absolutely fucking nuts. Pretty sure that took like 5 years off my life. It was goddamn fun, man.
Who are you most wanting to see it on that bill?
What Ozfest that year?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I wanted to see Sabbath, man.
Oh yeah. All right.
That was what's up. I think I can't remember who the fuck played before him. I feel like it was Pantera, but I can't be sure. I just remember when Pantera was playing up on the hill. It was the biggest pit I've ever seen in my life. And a dust cloud that was going up like 100 feet.
Right.
And I was like, dude, I was high as fuck, dude. I was like, I am not going up there. Not happening. I'm gonna stay in here where I'm safe.
I'm with you. I've had to retire from the pit. I'm too old.
Oh, dude, at Maryland Deathfest, I was like feeling rambunctious.
Yeah.
So when Mortician played,
oh yeah, they were awesome.
I was right up there, dude. When that pit started, there was no escaping. So I was just like, well, here we go. Yeah. That whole set, dude, that whole fucking set was in that goddamn pit. I actually had to stop the pit at one point because homeboy fell down. I mean, knocked the fuck out, dude.
Oh shit!
So, like,
really?
We didn't stop. We got this dude back awake, and he got out of there. And as soon as we got him up, dude, it was just back back again, just ripping, dude, just fucking going nuts. And yeah, man. But then I like next day I was beat the fuck up. I was like, oh shit, look sore than after another day of having drinks and shit.
Yeah.
And Ghoul is playing, I'm like, Pat! I get back in there and run around. All of a sudden I feel like the hands on my shirt just pull me back out, and my wife's like, "You're not going to do this again."
Awesome. Yeah, I was down up front for Carcass, and so there was, shit, I can't remember. Fuck, I can't remember now. But I just remember like just constantly heaving people over your head, because they're crowd surfing over you. It was toward the center, and just so the next day I felt like I'd just been doing shoulder presses for hours. Like,
oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
What up, Votto? See the homie up there.
I see him. Lord Votto, can you hear us? Oh, he must be muted.
Well, anyways, but yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
That's what I like about like MDF, dude. Like the crowd surfing, the stage diving, especially at Soundstage.
Yeah.
It's just wild. I love that place.
Yeah. And it's always a fun time too. It always feels like it's almost like a reunion with a bunch of people that you haven't seen in a while.
Oh yeah, I made a lot of friends there like over the years, and yeah, it was like this after being canceled all those years.
Yeah.
To be able to come back, like all my friends from Germany were there, and
Very
yeah,
cool.
dude, so it was like cool reconnecting with all of them, and yeah, dude, it was just a fucking blast.
Awesome.
Absolute blast.
So if you could
and even ran into some of the Michigan guys there too. Like
that's right.
Ran into Haran there.
Yeah, he was there.
Nathan was there from Throne.
Yep.
Ran into him. Yeah, dude. It's fucking cool, dude.
Yeah, and
you
Sean Knight.
Seeing the hometown boys.
Yeah, hell yeah. It was cool. Shit, 1,000-Yard Stare, Scott. Do you know Scott?
No, I don't know Scott.
Oh, yeah, he was there too. I actually met him at the last one I went to, which was 2016, I think.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, so that was cool. But anyway, I was going to ask you if you could have a beer or whatever your favorite beverage of choice is with anybody to just sit down and talk with them for a while. Who would you like to meet and talk to and share a beverage?
Oh, Peter Totgrim.
Yeah.
Hypocrisy fanboying out, dude. Like, and I say this because like a lot of the Black Temple music is like a lot of what I write is hugely inspired by Hypocrisy. So anyone that might be familiar with Hypocrisy will probably listen to some of this shit and be like, he's going for that fucking vibe.
Yeah.
Like they're big atmospheric songs like Apocalypse and songs like that. There's a song gonna be on the record called The Ominous Descent. So that song was originally, it's on the Draped in Decay demo, but it sounds like shit. And it doesn't have the big atmosphere that I wanted.
Yeah.
I was able to capture that big atmosphere that I wanted for the record.
Nice.
I'm saving that song for the record. I'm hugely proud of that fucking thing. And my daughter plays kalimba on it too. So
really?
Yeah, the end of the song, it fades out, and then she's playing this really creepy passage on her kalimba, and she was doing it in her bedroom. And me and Ray were down here recording, and he's like, "Do you hear that?" I was like, "Yes, I hear that." I was like, "Ava, get down here!" So she's like, "Bye." So I was like, I grabbed a mic, got it set up, made a track. I was like, come here. I was like, hold your kalimba up to the microphone and play what you're doing in your bedroom. So she started, I just hit record and she started playing.
Awesome. How old is she?
Oh my God, she's 12 now.
Oh, nice.
So she started playing, recorded that shit, and boom. I mean, it's on the Draped in Decay demo. You can hear what she's doing at the end of it.
Uh-huh.
But I was able to take it for the re-recorded version of it and just beef it up. I added some really cool reverb, and yeah, it just sounds so sick. And I got like fire and people screaming in the background and shit. Oh, dude. And the song itself is it's big chords, big wide open fucking chords, and the drums are just boom, pow, boom, pow, just oh fuck, dude. I'm proud of that one, man.
That's cool, man.
It's got that. I wanted a so it just take you on just a dark fucking journey, man.
Yeah.
It's one of them songs like you eat a gummy or something, just sit back in your chair and just let it take you away for 7 minutes. So
awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one.
That'll be cool. Now,
but I like to pick his brain too, like with the studio and the recording, everything he does. I watched a podcast with him, but I think it'd just be really cool to sit down and just just talk studio and talk music and
yeah. That's what I was gonna ask you is like, what would you like to talk to him about?
Yeah, music, studio, life, shit, just fucking hang out, man.
Yeah,
fucking dope.
Like, yeah, awesome. Have you run into any of your like musical idols? Have you had experiences with them that you're super happy about, or were you like fuck a fanboy and like staring at like a deer in the headlights?
I mean, a lot of times I don't really like. I mean, sure, I'll fanboy out over like a couple, but most of them it's just like, yo, what up, dude? Like hanging out.
Right.
Like hanging out with Suffocation. Like I was just like, what's up? You guys want to come back and watch Metalocalypse and shit? Drink. Hang out with those dudes was cool. And like I've actually hung out with the guys in Hypocrisy like years ago. Togren was all fucking hammered, but I got to hang out with Zoki, the original drummer. Oh, cool. I got to hang out with that dude and drink a case of St. Pauli Girl outside the venue in Detroit, man. Or Pontiac was a Clutch Cargos.
Oh yeah, got
to fucking hang out with Zoki for like 2 hours, dude. We were just fucking just pounding beers and being stupid, man. And that was fucking cool. That was fun.
That's awesome.
Like MDF, you run into a lot of people who just hey, what's up? How you doing? Fucking killer set, blah blah blah. The usual.
Yep.
Usual small
kind of small talk where you're just kind of saying hey and half of my experiences I feel like I'm just like I always think that it would be cool to hang out with like some like let's say Bill Spear, but then I'm sure if I was hanging out with the dude I would not know what the fuck to say because just be looking at him like, oh, it's fucking Bill Spear. It's Steer, like Jesus Christ.
He's a really nice guy. I met him at Founders actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
When they were touring with Exhumed years back, we were at Founders drinking beers, and then Carcass guys and Walker wasn't there, but Bill Steer and the drummer, they were there.
Yeah.
The guitar player at the time, I don't remember what his name was, but I just went up and I bought everybody a round of beers and
very cool.
Like looking forward to the show and
I
was like, what's up with the photograph, man? Like Bell got up and we all did a thumbs up. Fucking, something like,
right.
I'll do thumbs up, yeah. Fucking clowning around. So, that's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're working on finishing up the new album, and I know you've got a couple shows. Are you planning to do like try to get a bigger run of shows coming up, or be selective and focus on getting the album done? What's the plan for the next few months?
Well, the show, so we got asked because Crazy Dave is having some health problems, so we try to help this dude out. And he was out years ago. I was in Project Apocalypse, and I met Dave back then. And Sonny reached out to me and asked if we were ready. And I was like, I think we're ready enough.
Right. To have some fun.
So I figured, I mean, if you're going to fucking do it, dude, just fucking do it. Like, if we go out there and slaughter a song, dude, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Be like, hey, I slaughtered it. Fuck off. Here's the next one.
Yeah.
I mean, Johnny, like, I don't think he really has any like live experience. So I mean, I want to get his feet wet, dude.
Yeah,
because I mean, he's a great guy, and he's a fucking awesome dude, man. And like, I want to get him. I want to throw his ass out there.
That'll be fun.
Ray, me and Ray have been doing the live thing for fucking 20 goddamn years. So it's like, but like for me, that's gonna be different because I'm gonna be up front.
Right.
I've always been in the back.
Yeah. So
to be up back on the throne be a little interesting because like I can be a little aggressive, I think.
Yeah. That's what you need, man. Especially
but it's just like, dude, it's like full on energy. It's adrenaline, dude. And I live for that shit.
That's cool.
It's been 9 years since I played fucking live, dude. So I'm like, I've been itching and waiting for this day for a long time.
Excellent.
And I thought that to do something for Dave, you know, I don't know if there's any fucking excitement about this band. You know, I don't fucking know. But I mean, not gonna know until, get out there and
Yeah.
see what's up.
That's
You
exactly
know,
what yeah, you get
and,
to
I also miss like the band camaraderie thing. Going to playing and meeting all the guys in the bands and being a part of that brotherhood. I kind of miss it. So
yeah. Very cool.
to get back out there and doing this shit again. 'Cause the last band I played with was Genesis.
Oh wow, yeah, that's right. I remember you telling me that. Yeah. That was a
Yeah,
while ago, dude.
yeah, long time. 2000. They were the last band I played a live show with. You know,
Excellent.
so to like just come back out to do that because a lot of people remember Erik the drummer.
Yeah.
But now it's to be, oh my God, he's right up front spitting on me. and I'm excited. I think the show's gonna go well.
Well, if nothing else, it'll be fun.
Yeah, and it's just as getting out there and getting the just jumping back in the pool, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Rocking out. So I'm excited. I think we're gonna play just fine.
Cool. Well, hopefully
It's gonna be loud. It's gonna
have,
fucking be loud. I'm doing sound at that thing too. So
all right. All right.
I have my hands full that night.
I was gonna say, hopefully you guys will, keep doing some shows and head out my way because I'm out in Ann Arbor, so there's no place to play in Ann Arbor, but Detroit area maybe or something.
So the plans to like do some more shows. I'm not just gonna one off it and call it a day. Yeah, the idea is like just jump in the circuit and start rocking and rolling. Do I want to play every weekend? No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But maybe once a month, once every other month, something along those lines.
Yeah.
I don't want to burn people out.
Well, yeah.
Oh, now they're playing again. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Right.
I want it to be like I love playing. Don't get me wrong. I'm also like a dad and super fucking busy, man. The studio and all this shit. So
got to balance it out.
Getting out there and like and I'd like to like get the Grand Rapids thing going for the metal bands. Bring motherfuckers out here.
Hell yeah, dude! You should go check. Have you been to Speciation?
I am going there to go hang out with the Cavalcade boys on the 7th.
Fuck yeah, that place is cool as fuck.
So we're I haven't even been to the new building yet. Because they were right over here in Comstock Park.
Yeah.
And I've been going there since they opened. So I
cool.
was gonna go there and talk to Mitch and them and see what's up.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like, what up, bro? Let's fucking kick this shit into overdrive. Death metal show down here, man. What's up?
Right. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm saying, man.
Well, cool. They'd probably be down for it.
I'm sure. It's a cool. It's cool space, and I love that they mix in heavy music as opposed to like I don't know. I shouldn't diss on my hometown, but it just does not embrace metal, and so it's cool that you've got a place like that. That's you get actually a few venues that are cool in Grand Rapids, but Speciation has a special place for me. It's cool.
Yeah, they even do like they got their metal vinyl night. We just bring your in, and I've yet to be able to do that, man. I work second shift. So it's like
that sucks.
These are the things that I miss out on. If I want to do it, I gotta take a vacation day, man.
Right, fuck that.
I would love to go down there, drink some of their delicious nectars, and fucking, they like the black metal and all that. We can bring down a dissection record. And, you ever seen this in person?
Right. Awesome. Well, Erik, thank you so much for being on Fans with Bands. I just got one last question for you. It's the controversial question you may have heard of, and it is pineapple or no pineapple on pizza?
Pineapple on pizza.
Yes?
Yep.
Really? What toppings would you mix with that bad boy?
It goes well with just about everything. So the ideal would be jalapenos because you got the spicy and the sweet.
Oh yeah.
Some bacon.
Nice.
Bacon because everybody loves bacon.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then ham, of course, because ham and pineapple.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
All right.
You could throw some red onion on there as well.
Yeah, that sounds like a hell of a pie. Awesome, man. Very cool. Well, thanks again, Erik, for being on Fans with Bands. I appreciate it.
Shock, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, man, no problem. And I'm looking forward to the album, so keep me in the loop.
I will, man, for sure. We'll be in touch.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, man.
All right, brother.
See ya. Thanks to Erik and Lord Vodo for joining me in this episode of Fans with Bands. Black Temple is monstrously good and definitely worth checking out. It was a lot of fun talking with Erik about the band and music in general, as we are both heavy metal nerds. Check out Black Temple's latest release called Altar of Rotting Flesh, which you can stream on YouTube and Spotify. See the show notes for all the details and links. These are tough times for everyone in the creative industries such as music. Your support of live streaming, purchasing music, and merchandise is critical. If you can help out your local artists, please do. If you are in the Michigan area, consider following the Playing in the Detroit Area Tonight Facebook page. It is a place for fans and bands to support each other and share our combined love of music. Thank you all so much for listening. Be sure to hit subscribe on your favorite podcast service to get each and every episode of Fans with Bands. Spread the word by rating the show and leaving a comment. We want to hear what you think. You can keep in touch by following us on social media. This is a Life in Michigan production. Until next time, be well and kick out the jams.